Good afternoon, YouTube family. I'm out here soaking in the summer sun in the shade of my vegetable garden. Yeah, that's my corn patch behind me. Really excited with my corn patch right now. You know, I think my corn's ready because I can smell corn behind me. How exciting is that? I gotta do harvest soon. But anyway, I'm getting off track. I am doing a haul from the garden. Pardon the lighting. I only got one spot that's good here. Yes! Hopefully YouTube will pick that as my shot because I don't know how to do a screenshot, y'all. But in any event, we're just, we're lo-fi over here. Real lo-fi. We're growing corn and pumpkin and stuff in Southern California. I want to do my haul for you. I hope that you got a chance to see my exciting tour of Bath and Body Works shop with me. And this is my rose haul. So excited. I'm so excited I can barely contain myself. And I'm going to try and do an unedited video here. We'll see how well that works out. The first thing that I did pick up was this right here. This is the new aromatherapy. Can you see that? That's Love. It's rose and vanilla. It has rose oil in it and vanilla absolute. So the rose is the strongest scent in here. This rose is so decadent and beautiful. It has rose geranium in it. They don't mention that, but I know rose geranium is not an actual rose. It is a geranium that is rose scented, and I smell rose scented geranium. I know the smell because it's a plant that grows well in Southern California, and it has vanilla in it. So this is a beautiful rose geranium, not a real rose like a rose damask or a rose centrifolia or an apothecary's rose. This is rose geranium oil. And it is beautiful. I love it. It is a perfect apothecary. It is a perfect aromatherapy oil. It's a unique rose scent that you find in the geranium family. And it is a plant, a geranium plant, that is from South Africa. In case you hadn't figured out, I'm a rosarian. I used to be a member of the American Rose Society. Don't mind the little beetle. These things are so friendly, and they are territorial too. So they're always trying to get me to not be near the food. But we're going to let that go. Anyway, back to this rose. This is rose geranium oil in here. It is not pure rose oil. I know a rose. You see this hunker of a nose on me? Spotted it right away, but I do love it. I love this rose here. It is an authentic rose geranium. So those of you who think, oh, it's not a real rose, it's a synthetic rose, and not synthetic. Rose geranium is a real herb and is very useful. They say this fast foaming body wash with conditioning aloe and bamboo extract gently cleanses to leave your skin without over drying. Good stuff. Rose oil, vanilla absolute. Use in the shower anytime to calm your mind and uplift your heart. Breathe deeply for best results. And this is very calming. It is very relaxing. I hope, do I seem more confident than usual? Because this works on me. I love it. I love it. It is medium strength. It has the perfect amount of strength. Who wants a cloying herbal scent? I have some rose geranium products that are so cloying. It's like, oh, what am I going to do with that? And I try to get up the courage to wear them. I'll buy any rose. I love a rose. This is a star right here. So beautiful. Let me just open this up. I don't want to put it on because if I put it on, I won't be able to smell all the others. Now in this one, I smell the strongness of the rose geranium oil, but I do smell a powderiness in this. So I think this has more vanilla in it than the other one, and it is beautiful. This is taken number one from the patchouli for me. I wish they had used a different color bottle, because you guys may not know it, but my vision is not the best, and I really don't need to just be trying to check this a little swatch of pink here. Back when each one of these, they had blue bottles, they had burgundy bottles, and then they had brown bottles. It was a lot easier for me, but I'm gonna work with it. I would highly suggest that if you like rose scents, you will enjoy the Love collection. I don't know if it's permanent. A lot of times these collections are not permanent. They don't tell us in advance, but it seems like the aromatherapy collection comes out with 1 or 2 scents that are unique every year, and then you just have to stock up on it. They also released the Sleep Lavender, which is lavender and vanilla, and I want to get that on the next sale. Hopefully it'll be there on the next sale. Kicking myself they didn't have it on the last sale, otherwise I would have got it then. But I'm happy with this, and looking forward to using it. Highly suggest that rose geranium if you like a traditional rose scent. It's very modern. Most of the roses that I see in stores, the rose fragrances that are coming out, all the rose products that are coming out, are rose geranium. So the modern rose for the young people, young beautiful people like you, is rose geranium. It's not real rose, but it's good. Now we will get on to the next rose here. Yeah, honey. And I have to shout out to Joanna. Joanna explained to me that if I bought a whole bunch of those $5 sprays, that I could exchange them, and they would give me an even exchange and give me this new collection. And so that's how I was able to get this. I would not have been able to get this until I don't know, probably a month from now, but I did an even exchange on everything that you're seeing here. I did an even exchange. My regular hauls are going to be coming for it when I actually spent money, but I didn't have any money left to buy these. But she explained to me something that I didn't know. I just looked at a butterfly. If you bought something and they didn't have all the products, and then you go back and exchange, they will do an even exchange for you. And so I got this at the $4 price. So really ecstatic about that. Now, back to the topic at hand. This is the Rose Fine Fragrance Mist. This is a Southern tea rose. This is an authentic rose water. You cannot make rose water out of rose geranium. It just doesn't have the level of fragrance and complexity to make a rose water. This is not an essential oil. This is a Southern tea rose. This is a granny rose, guys. I don't know the other scents in here because they didn't put it on the bottle, but it definitely has rose water in it, and is not a traditional Persian rose water, and it is not a European apothecary's rose. Those are different rose. Nor is it the Scottish apple rose, which is Ellengine or Ellengine or something like that. So such a romantic name. This is that Southern Texas Belle tea rose. These roses originate in Asia. They are repeat roses. You can get a lot more leaves and make a lot more rose water out of these, but I associate this as a granny rose because when I was a teenager and I was in my 20s, my grandmother wore tea rose and I wore my grandmother's perfumes. So I've been wearing tea rose a long time. It is a scent that is very distinct for me, along with Fracas. Fracas is back in Nordstrom's. Oh my goodness, when I was in my 20s, centuries ago. I wore Fracas because my best friend loved Fracas and she wore it and she was the cool people, and so I had to copy the cool people and wear Fracas, and I've loved it ever since. But anyway, tea rose from that area was an old lady fragrance. She would not touch it, and this has that old lady strong cloying tea rose in it, but this is a light scent. It is a lasting scent. It is not my favorite in the line, but any rose, I am here for it. I was happy to get this. As you can see, I've already used some of it. I love it. I think of this as a rose that right now, it's way too hot to put on a strong rose like this on me. In the heat here, it's way too hot. And it's 80 degrees here. Y'all and 90 degrees and 100 degrees. I don't know how you're doing it. But in the winter time, when the air cools, I think this rose will work. It is lasting. I put it on before I went to bed, and when I woke up in the morning, I could still smell a faint hint of what was in this. So I'm very happy with it. Let us go on to the rest of this haul. Violet Plum. This is the most, this is what Bath and Body Works body care smells like. This has violet in it, which gives it a powdery note, but it has that plum in there, which is a fruity note. Oh, I should mention that rose that is not sweet, and this violet plum is tart. I love this line that they came out with, this rose line, because nothing in there is sweet. You know, if you like sweet, this is not for you, but I'm telling you, whether you love it or not, you need to buy these because they are so unique at Bath and Body Works. Nothing like what I got at the SAS sale. Nothing like this. It's not an apple. It's using this tart plum in here. And look at the packaging on these. Look at that beautiful lavender color. That is a lavender, not a purple. Look at this romantic design here. Gorgeousness. And this has a fruity plum, but it is a tart plum. So it is so good. And a lot of people say this is their favorite scent. It's not my favorite, but it is good. Everything in this collection could be a favorite if it was in any other collection. This collection knocks it on the bot. I say this body care collection is hoard worthy. You know, it's not sweet. All of these scents last. I put this one on last night. It doesn't last as long as the rose, but it is long lasting. It's fruity and tart. How do they do it? Fruity and tart and powdery from the violet. I thought, I got this because I was thinking, well, I'm not going to get the Midnight, the Granny fragrance. I'm going to get this instead because this is a violet fragrance too. This is not a Granny fragrance. This is the most young, the most vibrant of these. If you want to be useful, if you want to be hip, this violet plum kind of reminds me of what Fracas was for me like 30 years ago. It was hip. It was modern, it was new and different, but it was definitely something that took you back to an era before the one you were in. You know, skipped a generation, not your mom's fragrance, not your auntie's fragrance, but like maybe your great grandma. You might find something with a little hint of this that she made for herself from years ago, and it's just so fabulous and historical. But that plum is pure modern. So this is a good one. Not my favorite of the three. Yeah, get ready for it. This almond blossom right here. I don't think this is going to be everybody's favorite. I just want to point something out to you because I know I'm going to watch a lot of your reviews and you guys are going to be talking about how this is so nutty and it's got almond in it. It has almond oil in it, but the scent, the almond oil is being used as a base for this fragrance. This is the longest lasting fragrance in the bunch. The almond oil is a base, and then they use a almond blossom. Almond blossoms are a stone fruit, and they have so much goodness in them. This is so beautiful. This is my favorite. I know it's not going to be everybody's favorite. Almond seems to be the standout for everybody except me. I like all three of them. They're all beautiful, but this smells so good, and this lasts for 8 hours. It is amazing. I want everything in this line. I gotta wait for the sale to get the rest of it, but it's beautiful. So that's my haul. All of it's gorgeous. All of it's beautiful. All of it's unique. And Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Let me know which of these fragrances you're intrigued about. Did you get any? Did you go to the store? Are you getting them online? Got any questions? Leave them below. You know, we can chat.